What I've started first off is working with my long-term care facilities, especially the ones that have Alzheimer's units, and working with them and training their staff that specifically work in those units to be able to utilize the information in the videos and be able to use that with their residents and making that higher quality of life. What we've done at both facilities that I've worked at so far is we've done a 6-week series, one video and discussion per week. And then each week I've actually given them homework so that they have different things that they can do and make sure that it's not just a class and then they forget it until next week. What I had them do was to go and find out more about their resident. They were each assigned a specific resident individually, and they had to either interview the resident, interview the family, go through the charts, talk with the social workers and other team members that they work with, and learning as much as they could about each specific resident so that when we came back to class the next week, they could basically give an overview of this person's life to the rest of the group, who was also, they were all individuals caring for that person. So what we had 25 individuals who gave report on 25 patients, which was their entire unit. And from that point on, they all knew each of their residents as individuals rather than just a person with dementia. We found out some super interesting things about some of the residents. One lady had been a seamstress for Zsa Zsa Gabor. And then we got to do some neat interactive activities with that person because we had taken some pictures of Zsa Zsa Gabor in different outfits and different things and presented them to her and had talked to her about the outfits and how beautiful the dresses were. And she could, sometimes she would smile or frown depending on whether she liked that outfit or not. And twice she had actually pointed to the picture and said, "Mine." So that was cool. And, we did a little bit more research with the daughter and so forth and found out that she had actually made those dresses. So that was pretty interesting. We also had a lady who had been a Holocaust survivor, which explained a lot of things, such as her fear of showers, her fear of, a lot of male interaction with caregivers and so forth. So, some real specific things that made caring for these individuals a lot easier and a lot more, like I said, adding a lot of quality of life for them. A lot of what I've done in adding with the CNAs and nurses that I've been working with is adding some additional pieces of maybe a little physiology behind the emotional aspects and the communication aspects, giving them a little bit more of the medical has really helped. I've also given our folks that have done the series clinical time. So we watch Mary and Rachel's activities and then we go into the unit and we try to utilize those with the residents. And I think that actually having that hands-on and that one-to-one interaction helps them to remember and actually realize that the quality of life that they're giving is actually to a person, not just a patient.